Hello again and welcome. Another one of my fairly pointless videos. I'm hoping actually this one isn't particularly pointless because, as some people who know me may know, I'm starting to rebuild my VHS collection again. When DVD came out, and when it really was starting to get circulation very quickly, I, like so many people, shifted a ton of VHS. Thinking, oh yeah, no, VHS, that's crap, no one's ever going to want that ever again. Well, you know, you're wrong. VHS is awesome. It really, really is. And also, just to prove how awesome it is, I do highly recommend you seek out, if you're interested in this sort of stuff, two really awesome documentaries. One called Rewind This, which introduced me actually to the wonderful world of David "The Rock" Nelson. I'm absolutely enamoured with that guy. Google him, go on YouTube. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. My friend Goat was around here the other day. We watched, I think it was Dracula versus Werewolf, and I don't think I've ever seen him piss himself with laughter so much in all my life. It is absolutely hilarious, and it's wonderfully funny stuff. The other one, the other documentary is called Adjust Your Tracking, and I strongly recommend you go see both, because they take on different perspectives about the whole VHS collection thing and the rejuvenation of VHS collecting and the love and the passion. Collecting VHS now is like vinyl. It's never really gone away, and okay, the quality is obviously nowhere near as good, but there's just something nice and warming and tangible about VHS. So with that in mind, I've started to rebuild some of the titles that I had and some of the things that I always wanted and never was able to get my hands on. And so big box, obviously some of the pre-certs, especially as a horror and science fiction fan. If anyone knows about the stuff that was mentioned by Jake West and Mark Morris on the Video Nasties documentaries, some of those pre-certs are ridiculous prices. I think something like The Beast in Heat goes for, if you can find it, I think it can go for anywhere near £500–600, which I think was probably the sum total of its budget. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've sort of dug out that I thought I got rid of and I hadn't, and I'm really quite glad that I've still got them. And things like, for example, a lot of it's sell-through, but things like original sell-through Return of the Living Dead. Look at that cover, man. I love that cover. It's awesome. That's beautiful. Actually, I think that cover artwork, I think was... No, it wasn't actually reused in the Blu-ray. Well, it might be on the reverse link anyway. Living Dead Part 2. I actually quite like Living Dead Part 2. I know it doesn't have its fans. I actually watched it again last night on tape, and it's funnier. It's not. No, actually, it's not. It's not funnier. It's nearly as funny as Return of the Living Dead, but it is lacking something. James Caan, Tom Matthews in it again, obviously pretty much reprising the same role they had in the first one. They're a bit weak, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as they say. Return of the Living Dead Part 3, that's cool. After that, really don't bother. I mean, those sequels are worse than the Hellraiser sequels. I mean, you know, they are just bad. Really, really, really bad. As we move down anyway, we've got none more prevalent for this time with Trump. Carpenters They Live. Seeing a lot of memes on Facebook and things at the moment where it's using the They Live aliens and the Holo Bay messages, and it's all been sort of Trumpified, and it's quite funny. Unfortunately, the reality is a lot scarier. Red Scorpion, Dolph Lundgren, great movie, love that movie. 50p from the Video Stop here in Clacton in the Covered Market. In fact, they've just moved, or I think they're moving onto proper premises for the first time. Hopefully bigger premises, but as long as I've known of its existence, it's always been in the Covered Market here in town, and it's always been a really, really nice haven for some really nice finds. VHS, DVD, fantastic Blu-rays, obviously, of more recent times. I won a collection Friday the 13th. We got what's that? What was that? Forefront Video, yeah. Evil Dead 2, Forefront Video, Army of Darkness, Forefront Video, The Thing. That's The Thing from Another World. That's the one with James Arness as the monster. awesome movie. I love The Thing from Another World, but like many people, I love The Thing even more. But it is a great, great film. Love it to pieces. One of the greatest classic 50s sci-fi B movies of all time. Return of the Jedi down there. That's actually the only one I had on tape. You know, rented the hell out of all of them. But the only one that actually ever was bought for me because it was my favourite when I was a kid. And then you grow up and realise that actually it's not that bad. But obviously I'm past this. I'm going to move over just to these three here, and this is where I'm starting to rebuild my big box and pre-cert. Obviously early days yet, but we've got original Palace Pictures Big Box Evil Dead 2, New World Cinema Hellraiser, and a Guild Prince of Darkness from John Carpenter. Much maligned by a lot of people, but I personally think Prince of Darkness is one of his finest hours. It really is superb. For me, it's up there with Escape from New York, and to be honest, I'm going to probably get a lot of heat for this, but I actually prefer to Halloween. I'm not that big a Halloween fan. It has to be said. I appreciate Halloween, but I'm just not that big a fan of it. But it's definitely up there for me with like Escape from New York or The Thing, but not quite as good as either. It is a bit lacking. It's supposed to be part of the End of the World trilogy. It was supposed to start with The Thing, then it was Prince of Darkness, and then ended with In the Mouth of Madness again. Those who've seen it really love it, and then go back and watch it numerous times, but there are some people who think it's probably the start of his downfall. Those people are wrong. In the Mouth of Madness is really the last great John Carpenter movie. Anyway, over to the real reason for the video today. I love this movie so much. It's insane how much I love this movie. And just before I reveal it, no Sean, it isn't street trash. I still haven't found a nice VHS copy of that yet. Da da da! The Exterminator! This is awesome. James Glickenhaus The Exterminator. This is an original Intervision as well. I got this on eBay for, I think, including postage, about 10 quid. Which, you know, if you know anything, the littlest thing about pre-cert, big boxes, all that sort of stuff these days, I mean, even the really shit stuff, I mean really shit, not shit but good, shit stuff, is expensive. So to find something like that in this condition for, including postage, 10 quid is ridiculous. I'm not going to take any of the stickers off or anything. You know, the box is actually fairly clean, so it doesn't really need to be cleaned up. And look at that. I mean, at no point does Exterminator actually look like that in the movie. It's one of these great sort of box art covers that actually don't sort of represent the film at all. The tagline kind of does, but not that at all. He does have a flamethrower at one point, and he does wear a motorcycle helmet, but never together, and he never actually looks that buff either. So, but it's a great cover, I love that. I'm not going to give you a close-up of the back, because it's one of those many sleeves that actually has the entire plot laid out on the back. So all you basically had to do was just read the back and you got the idea of the film. It actually goes into great detail. That's why I'm going to drop it down a bit here. As to the final twist as well. So, as it is. You know, just, oh god, I don't know why people why they thought that was a good idea. But it is, it's lovely. I mean, that's faded. I mean, that would always be the side that would be on the shelf, poking out of the video shop, as well as the front cover, so I'm not surprised that's faded a bit. But even, look, these are notoriously fragile. My Palace Evil Dead 2, you know, unfortunately I dropped it. Now the tape is absolutely fine, but this, I mean, these were always notoriously fragile, and they just shattered. And I'm looking desperately to try and find some replacement big box cases, because it's just in horrible condition. Sorry, my thumb just got in the way there. It was my thumb. Right, as far as the tape goes, it's again really nice condition. No care and attention given to fixing the label properly. Did we ever have to please all the Be Kind Rewind stickers here. I know we had Please Rewind Film and all that sort of stuff, but I think the Be Kind Rewind was kind of more of an American thing, I don't know. And I'm presuming, if you can see on here, this is where it originally was, you were able to rent it from. Hang on. Domino Home Entertainment, it says. It's too shiny for the camera. But it's, yeah, Domino Home Entertainments, number 683, so I'm assuming that was the video shop that it came from. Christ knows where that was, it would clearly be gone now. Ah, sad, sad thing. Death of the video shop. But anyway, there we go. Number 4. Really, really happy with that. I do have quite a substantial and impressive eBay watch list of big box and preset stuff and some sell-through things. It's just having the money. But yeah, there we go. Gonna put it on later. I mean, I've got this film 3 times already. I've got this already on DVD. I downloaded a copy so I could play it on my iPad, and I've also got it on Blu-ray. That's how much I love The Exterminator. Christopher George in this, just absolutely amazing. Christopher George was great in everything. Sadly, no longer with us. But I think this is one of his finest hours. And Robert Ginty as well. Robert Ginty as John Eastland. He's no longer with us either. Samantha Regger, thankfully, still with us. Always liked her. She was great in The Brood as well with Oliver Reed. But yeah, there we go. The Exterminator.